Hello, friends, and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brandy, and I am the owner and creator of Boundless Treasures Boutique. And on this channel, we typically do custom tumblers, but every now and then we do other crafts. Today, I'm going to be showing you this pour paint method on this camper mug. All of the materials used will be linked in the description below. Excuse my clock. She's very loud. But with all of that being said, I want to give a huge thank you. Please like and subscribe. And there's this new hype button down below. If you choose to push that, that would be super amazing. It helps get my videos out to other people. So let's jump right in. So this, I am using Craft Smart paints. I'm actually going to be watering them down so that they pour. You want them kind of liquidy, but not like water consistency. So you're just going to add water, stir them into your acrylic paints, and then I am pouring them into a bigger silicone cup. You don't need a silicone cup. You can use any kind of cup you want. And you're just going to pour them in the order that you see fit. There's really no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. But the paint colors that I chose to use for this particular project, again, they're all from Craft Smart. I'll make sure to link the paint set that I have below. I got it at Michael's. But it's black, gray, dark gray, silver, and white. And once you have them in there, you just pour it over the bottom of the cup. Now, I am using my little silicone brush to kind of help move it, especially as it got towards the end, as well as to bring some paint on portions that are missed. I am sure there is a better way to do this. This is my first time ever trying a method like this, but this did the job. I also did the same thing. I used the silicone brush to get on my handle. The one thing I will tell you is I used like a paper towel roll holder to do this. Hindsight, I wish I had used like an old cup stand or one that I didn't mind getting the acrylic paints over. That way I could have used my cup chucks or cup arms. That would have given me better stability, I think, than the paper towel holder. But this served its purpose, but the next time I do this, I'll definitely be utilizing a cup stand and a cup chuck. Now, very, very messy, so make sure you're in a spot that you don't mind making a mess, or lay stuff down that you don't mind. I also put down like a burlap cloth on the floor so that if any paint went on the floor, I wasn't like having to mess with that later. But just make sure that you've got all the stuff that you need. And then once you have finished that, put your cup aside, let it dry. Again, this is where I think that the stand would have been better, because here I am trying to find another paper plate, and so it's not just sitting in this plate of paints so that it can dry. So learn from my moments of learning, my hiccups. This probably would have been super simple if I had just set it up properly. But then you're going to let it dry. Now, here's the thing with the drying. Because you just poured a ton of paint on this cup, the body of the cup is going to dry relatively quickly. It's the bottom of the cup that you're going to need to watch. So just make sure that you give that time to dry. So while that is drying and doing its thing, I am going to go in and start to cut my tree line. Now, I just pulled a tree line from Cricut Design Space. I have the subscription, so I utilize that, but you can find tree line designs just about anywhere. Creative Fabrica is a fantastic place to find designs that you want. I'll make sure to post a link below so that you guys can check it out if you haven't checked it out. But I sized this to the width of my cup, and I am going to cut it out of just regular old black vinyl. Now, once we have this all set and ready to go, we're just going to weed it. This file actually weeded very nicely for me. I wasn't struggling a whole heck of a lot, which is always great. And this is just Oracle. I'm pretty sure it's 651, which is permanent, but it was what I had on hand. And I did want it so that this could be the image for our design. Okay, now that we have that all weeded, that looked way harder than it really was, folks, I promise. We're going to add on our transfer tape, and then we are going to get this bad boy applied to our cup. Now, another way you could do this is you could put a layer of epoxy on your tumbler, and then use like the negative space. This way you can just spray paint in where the trees are. That also would work and accomplish the same thing that we are accomplishing here. I'll have to show that to you guys in another video if you want. I've been itching to do another Northern Lights tutorial. So if that's something that you're interested in, leave me a comment, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. I'm trying to come up with themes and ideas for next year's videos. But anywho, we're going to get this put on to our transfer tape, and then we are going to get it applied to our cup. Now, what I will tell you is I did not epoxy this before I started putting on this decal. So again, if you're worried about your paint coming up or anything like that, please epoxy it beforehand. But I did not run into any issues, thank goodness. That's not to say it wouldn't have happened, but in this particular instance, there weren't any problems. But I'm going to go ahead and get this put on, and then I'll meet you guys in the next step. All right, we finally made it. Holy cow. Our next step, I'm going to use my cup edger, and I am just going to edge the bottom of this. I'm also going to come back and I'm going to spray paint the bottom of it. That way it's all cohesive and easy. And then I'm going to apply 2 coats of 30 mLs of epoxy. And you guys, that's it. This one is done, literally. 2 coats of epoxy, some vinyl, some paints, a little bit of spray paint, and we are good to go. But that's all for this tutorial. I will have another one up next month, and then we are going to get rocking and rolling on next year. Holy cow. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you decide to recreate it, please feel free to tag me. I love seeing your guys' work. If you're not following me already on social media, please come join me. I would love to interact with you there. And I do have a mentorship group that I will post in the links below if you care to join that. All right, until next time, guys. Bye now.